So can you hear me?
Yes.
So I'm gonna do it a little bit different, I guess. I hope that's okay. I've got a 4-minute demo of what I've made in Python. So let's just start. Welcome. I'm gonna tell you something about the Pacman game I developed, in which Pacman uses his neural network to recognize features in his environment. So in the bottom left here, you see Pacman's view, and in this view, you see actually what Pacman is seeing, and this is connected through a convolutional layer. So first a convolutional layer and then a pooling layer, which uses max pooling through the neural network. And I'm only showing a few of these nodes because otherwise it will get too crazy. And finally, you have 5 output nodes, so 5 decisions Pacman can make. And this is shown in Pacman's thoughts, and this is stored in his memory, so you can see like a short log of what he is thinking. Here in the top right, you see some of the game global statistics, so the current game mode, the score, the time. That is not very important. Mainly look at the bottom. So now I'm going to go into the data collection mode, and here he's going to be given a lot of images. So he's going to see a lot of these randomly generated images in front of him at different spaces to him. And later these images are going to be used to backpropagate to the network because they are labeled to one of the correct 5 choices. And these will update the weights in the network. So I'm going to speed this up now, and finally, if we have generated all of these images, these will then be used as input. So now the network is not updated, but now all the images are collected, and as you can see, when we're training the network, the weights actually are updated, and some of the connections between the nodes are strengthened. And we need to iterate this process until we reach 100% accuracy. Otherwise, Pacman is going to run into some walls, or he's going to experience problems, and we don't want that. So you actually see that now his network is good. I see it in another window next to it, and he has reached 100%. So now let's put him into his staging area, and in this staging area, he's going to be represented with a ghost and a coin, and he has to walk through a maze and try to avoid the ghost, of course. So he's now in this staging area, and he's running around. And if you look at the bottom, you can see that he recognizes features in his environment, and the nodes, the activities in the nodes actually update. And if you look at the final 5 nodes, you see that it's connected to one of the 5 choices he's going to make. So occasionally he's of course going to run into the ghost from the side because he cannot see it, but that's a problem for another time. So if we now actually are going to go into another little testing environment I made, it's called the lab. Here we can closely examine how Pacman's behavior is according to these 3 inputs, visual inputs. We can see that if an object comes close, such as the wall, he makes a different decision. And this is needed because he needs to turn at the point where the wall comes close to him, or he comes close to the wall, actually. And it's maybe interesting to also turn the noise up, because there's a noise setting up here. And if we turn up the noise, he is going to fail to recognize these features. And the network is going to shoot like crazy, and he's not going to know what he's seeing. So that's it. And that's the simulation I made of the brain of Pacman. Thank you for watching.
Yeah. Well, I think that Maya speaks for everybody else. So very nice, and it's impressive that you're able to accomplish this on a very lean background that we gave you in the course. So I imagine that you already played with neural network before. Did you?
Yes, I have now. No, I have actually not created a neural network, but I've tried to recreate the MNIST, the figure, the number recognition thing.
Makes a perfect sense. So my question is, can you say something about the tools you've used to put this together?
So I've actually, can you see my screen now?
Yes.
I've actually only used Python for this, and these are the packages that I use. And here you can see the neural network that I've created. So these are the the classes, and it starts with a neural network class, and then you've got a convolutional neural network, so that adds some of the convolutional features, the max pooling and the kernels, of course. And to actually make the interface in the GUI, I made I found like a Kinter package which uses some kind of canvas, and then you can draw everything to the screen. So that was very nice.
Very nice. So we're excited to have this this code. So I suppose you don't mind to share this with everybody else. I mean,
yeah, sure. I'll post it anywhere.
fantastic.
You can give me a link or something.
Yeah, I'll put it up in the Brightspace page.